Hello guys. So today we are back with unit 1.3 under the topic nucleic acids. We are still under chapter 1, paper 2, right? So what happens is that I'm going to be explaining what's happening inside the protein synthesis, how protein synthesis takes place. So what happens is that the there are alphabets here. I'm going to identify them for you, and then we will go through the video, right? So let's go to letter A. Letter A here, this is the what? This is the nuclear membrane, right? The nuclear membrane. The membrane meaning that it surrounds the what? It surrounds everything here, and it forms the what? The nucleus. And the nucleus is our what? The nucleus is our letter K, right? This is the nucleus inside here, which is what? Surrounded by the nuclear membrane. You see? Nucleus surrounded by the nuclear membrane. The letter K, remember? And then what happens is that our letter B here, this is the DNA molecule, because it has what? Two double-stranded. It's double-stranded, and it's in its original shape, which is called the double helix, right? And then this is the weak hydrogen bonds. So what happens? We said our B is what? It's the DNA molecule, which is found inside what? It's found in the nucleus, right? And then what happens is that this thing, the weak hydrogen bonds, they end up doing what? They end up breaking, and then when they break, they form what? They form the messenger RNA. This is the messenger RNA. So what happens is that after forming the messenger RNA, it forms messenger RNA due to what? The weak hydrogens breaking. You can hear this word, guys, weak. They mean the bonds are doing what? Are weak. So that's why they break. They break, and then they form what? The messenger RNA. So the letter here, it passes through what? It passes through this letter C. The letter C here, it's called what? It's called the nuclear pore. So it passes through the nuclear pore, and this is the messenger RNA still. So the messenger RNA, it goes, and then what happens is that the triple bonds on the messenger RNA are called the codons. This is the messenger RNA, guys. Messenger RNA. Remember that it has what? The codons. Like, let me just say, here it's C, here it's A. The triplet here, we are still going to call it what? The codon, you see? And then what happens is that it goes and attaches itself on the ribosome. This is the ribosome, guys. This is the ribosome. And then it moved inside what? It moved inside the letter L. The messenger RNA. It moved inside letter L, which is called the what? The cytoplasm. We had what? The nucleus, remember? Inside here, it went out of the nucleus and it went to the what? To the cytoplasm. And the process that takes place inside this nucleus, the process whereby like the DNA breaks and forms the messenger RNA, is called the what? The transcription, right? And then what happens is that after attaching itself here, it just stays there. This is the ribosome, remember? And then what happens? We have the letter F here, which is the what? The tRNA, transfer RNA, right? And then the three successive nitrogenous bases are called anticodons. In there, remember, in messenger RNA, they're called what? Codons. In tRNA, which is the transfer RNA, are called what? The anticodon, right? And then what happens is that we said E is what? Is the ribosome, right? And then what happens? This whole thing here, remember, we are in the cytoplasm, but under what? The process that takes place here is what? Is the translation, right? The process that takes place here, the formation of what? Of the proteins, is the translation. And then we have what? We have the tRNA, the transverse RNA, trying to bond with the what? These circles are called the what? The proteins. The transfer RNA is attached to the what? To the protein, right? And remember what happens after attaching here? It attaches the amino acids. We have the amino acids. This O is the amino acids, right? And then what happens is that we have the what? This letter H here, the one that bonds the amino acids is called what? The peptide bond. So the peptide bonds attaches the what? The amino acids. And this whole chain that is formed is called the what? It's called the protein as a whole, right? That's that. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and now you understand some parts of the protein synthesis. I hope to see you in the next lesson. Thank you.